Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokce Capital. Now before I begin, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. When you hear Smokey the Bear admonish visitors for starting man-made forest fires, what do you think of? Perhaps of an out-of-control campfire or a carelessly thrown cigarette. But I bet you won't guess the cause of the Rock Creek fire. Still, you have until the end of this video to try. For first, we're going to cover the top things you need to know about wildfires and how to prevent them. Number 1. What are wildfires? Wildfires are blazes that are uncontrolled and fueled by different types of weather, dry underbrush, and wind. They result in hundreds of acres of land being burned, as they can take over everything in their path in just a few minutes. Number 2. Where can wildfires occur? Wildfires can occur anywhere. However, they are most common in forested or dry parts of the United States, including California, Texas, Arizona, Montana, and Oregon. Number 3. How do wildfires start? There are numerous ways that a wildfire can begin. Here are the most common: burning debris, unattended campfires, equipment failure or engine sparks, cigarettes, fireworks, arson, and lightning strikes. Number 4. What are the effects of wildfires? Wildfires devastate homes, wildlife, and vegetation. They degrade soil in an area by destroying its nutrients for good. Animals lose their lives and may even be at risk for extinction. Trees and plants, which help produce oxygen, are destroyed. Water that firefighters use to put out the fire can cause soil erosion. Smoke causes air pollution and health issues among people even miles away. In extreme circumstances, human lives may be lost, and incomes and jobs may be lost for agricultural workers, which often causes the economy to suffer. And finally, number 5, how can you help prevent wildfires? To help you take productive action in your community, here are the best ways to prevent wildfires. Make sure you follow all of the local laws and regulations regarding burning fires. This includes the proper days and times of the year and the materials and substances that are permitted to be burned. Remain up to date on the weather forecast. You should avoid burning substances when there are high winds or other risky conditions. Only light fires that are easily controlled. This way, if a dangerous situation arises, you can easily contain the fire and put it out. Don't burn any materials that are combustible or unusual in nature. You should only be using materials that are organic, like leaves, wood, or yard waste. Don't smoke cigarettes where you're not supposed to. If you do smoke, put your cigarette out completely before disposing of it, and never throw it on the ground. Finally, teach your children the rules and safety precautions of camping. Children should stay away from fires, and an adult should always be the one to start and put out a fire. But now that we've covered how to prevent forest fires, let's return to the Rock Creek fire. Did you make a guess as to what started it? Good, because we're about to travel back in time to see if you were right. In 2016, the eastern Sierra Nevada sweltered under a summer of exceptional dryness. So dry were the conditions that Forest Service staff worried a single spark could cause a conflagration. Yet tourists and recreators alike continued to throng to Mammoth Lakes, eager to use up paid vacation time before the weather turned. Fate intervened on August 5th, when a mountain biker began a trip down the lower Rock Creek Trail, a 7.8-mile-long single-track mountain bike path that meanders through the Inyo National Forest. At some point along the way, the biker took a tight turn and cracked a bike pedal against a rock. That collision sent a spark careening into a patch of dry cheat grass that ignited and soon boiled into a blaze. The Rock Creek fire prompted a brief evacuation of nearby small meadows, but fortunately, no damage was done. Still, by the time the wildfire was contained, it had burned 122 acres of forest. The Forest Service did not prosecute the writer in question, for it was clear the inciting spark was made by accident. Despite this, the response to the U.S. Forest Service's report on the cause of the fire was swift. More than 100 comments on the Inyo National Forest Facebook page accused the Forest Service of anti-bike bias, stupidity, and perhaps even sorcery, as Adventure Journal cheekily put it. Yet, conspiracy theories notwithstanding, Forest Service officials did not close the beloved trail to bikers after the fire was quashed. After all, the probability of another bike pedal causing a similar event was too low to justify ending a popular activity. But that does not mean we all shouldn't be extra careful when the climate is dry, even when engaged in something as innocuous as biking. But what do you think? Did you guess the correct cause of the Rock Creek fire? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down listings at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.